Yo, what's up, world? I just want to thank you all for watching my YouTube video. I know I haven't been so active in the last 2 months. I just been going through life. Sorry about that. I promise you all that I will most definitely be continuing on doing my videos. Just stay put, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. Now, I know many of you all probably heard about what's been going on with the FIFA World Cup, and there was a American who was basically gotten a red card and he was suspended. But there been new news that basically Donald Trump talked um to people, but I mean basically the guys over the FIFA World Cup, and they was able to basically overturn it, and it been getting a lot of people in a whole uproar recently. So let's see right now. FIFA World Cup. World Cup US team suspension. This just came out literally like 30 minutes ago. A Florin. Florin. That's the guy name basically who was suspended and he was able to come back. Florin. I just want your opinions in the comments. How do you feel about this overrule? Because many people, like in the comments, talking about, man, like how the U.S. was able to do that. That's totally corrupt. Like if it was any other country, it would be a whole ruckus. Since it's the U.S. and the U.S. is the host team, they're able to get
Where
away with it.
champions connect the world. Turkish Airlines.
Well, we have more breaking news from the World Cup. FIFA has announced it is delaying the one-game suspension for U.S. star Folarin Balogun that he incurred when he was given a red card in Wednesday's win over Bosnia and Herzegovina.
The New York Times is reporting President Trump called the president of FIFA to ask him to review that suspension. They apparently did, and the man also known as Flo will now play tomorrow against Belgium. Our Kurt Sandoval is here to tell us more.
Guys, with Belgium on the menu tomorrow in Seattle, the United States men's national team figured they're not going to have their star scorer, Flo Balogun. He was supposed to be in street clothes tomorrow after picking up that very, very controversial red card in the U.S. win over Bosnia. But FIFA, which is the governing body for the World Cup, says he can now play. They suspended the red card, making him eligible to make the field tomorrow against Belgium in the round of 16 up in Seattle. He picked it up, the red card, by stepping on the foot of a Bosnia player in the last game when he was kicked out of the game. He told reporters Friday it was absolutely an accident, and apparently FIFA agreed. Soccer's governing body pointed to Article 27 of its rule book that allows FIFA to give him a year's probation and not a match suspension. Clearly, the news was welcome to the Seattle fans and team today.
I think I'm happy, knowing that he was able to come back and we're able to have such an important player on our team. I feel like for us, so we're all happy for we found out this morning, and I think for us, just to know that we're able to have that kind of, guy that come in that has an impact like he has, knowing that we're able to kind of prepare, especially the day before the game.
Ultimately, when you go into a game, maybe missing a player, especially an important player like that, maybe you lack maybe 1% of confidence, but I think not having Flo back, he's been ready this whole time. He's been training like normal, so he hasn't missed a beat. And again, I think feeling this atmosphere tomorrow night, it's gonna be amazing.
Balogun's return was actually inspired by President Trump. He reportedly called the FIFA president himself and then posted this reaction on social media saying, quote, "Thank you, FIFA, for doing what is right and reversing a, quote, great injustice." Now, clearly that's something Republicans and Democrats can agree upon right now. Not so much for Belgium. They issued a statement saying they were, quote, astonished, and it's a direct contradiction of the FIFA World Cup regulations. Bottom line, he's playing. We'll see you on the pitch on Monday, guys. Back to you.
Interesting. So they basically was able to reinstate Flo for this upcoming game in less than 24 hours. So I know Belgium, they are very pissed off, especially the head of their soccer federation is totally shocked. They didn't expect this to happen. Me personally, it does kind of, if I'm American, so of course I would want the American team to have the best players for this big moment, but if I was an outsider, would I be a little bit pissed off? Of course. Now let's watch this other video from the BBC News.
It's a fact. This CRM is old, slow, your team hates it. We've been there. But now, we use Monday CRM. It's a CRM.
President Trump called FIFA President Gianni Infantino earlier this week and urged him to reconsider the suspension of the US's top goal scorer, Folarin Balogun. That's according to sources. It follows reports that Balogun would be available to play for the team for their round of 16 match against Belgium on Monday. Balogun received a red card in the team's match against Bosnia-Herzegovina last week. President Trump, a friend of FIFA President Gianni Infantino, thanked FIFA in a post on Truth Social. He said, "Thank you to FIFA for doing what was right and reversing a great injustice," President Donald J. Trump. Well, the Royal Belgian Football Association released a statement saying it was astonished with FIFA's decision. Meanwhile, the US men's national team said they accepted the decision and that they were pleased that Balogun is eligible to compete on Monday. Well, joining me live to discuss this is Trevor Honeycutt. He's White House correspondent with Reuters. Trevor, thanks for being with us. So it's a highly unusual reversal. Just talk us through what we know about how this played out.
Well, so what we know at this point is that President Trump reached out to Gianni Infantino earlier this week. They spoke, and the president, as we understand it, expressed his displeasure with the decision to award this red card that would keep this player out of this game. And now the decision has been made. It's unclear if there's a connection between that call and the decision, but it certainly will raise, concern about the appearances.
Yeah, this is honestly a conflict of interest. Plus, the head of FIFA is a good friend of you, and not to mention you're playing in your country. You're the host country. It does look very sketchy, and I just want to see tomorrow once everyone probably get the news of it because it's still kind of fresh. How long will they probably uphold it, or if they feel maybe pressure before the game start and suspend them again?
Yeah, and when we look at the broader context here, the FIFA president has for some time been trying to gain Trump's approval. Just remind us of the ways he's tried to do that and how that's been received by President Trump.
Well, Torin, I can't tell you over the last year how many times I've been in the Oval Office with the president, and all of a sudden I've seen Gianni Infantino in the room for one reason or another, typically with a gift for the president of some kind, and a reminder of how important this tournament would be to, putting the United States on, a global footing by hosting this tournament. And of course, Infantino inaugurated this FIFA Peace Prize that he awarded Donald Trump in a ceremony at the Kennedy Center as well. So there's been obviously an effort to cultivate Trump, to make him interested in this tournament, and to see it as part of the overall celebrations that are happening around the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence that have been really important for Trump as he tries to send a message, both to the country, the United States, but also to the world about this country's standing.
And the tournament, obviously, before it started, there was some criticism about the size of it and the ticket prices. But since then, it's had a very positive atmosphere.
Yeah, that's true. I can remember when the games were starting, everyone was complaining about, oh, it's so expensive. They also had some visa restrictions from certain countries. So a lot of stuff was going on before this World Cup took place, but now after, it kind of smoothed out. You have all these good storylines, so it has picked up in positivity, I'll say.
Hasn't it? And people have been talking about this as a really good World Cup. Is this moment in danger of tainting that?
Well, because it introduces politics back into the arena of sports. That is something that clearly President Trump is comfortable with, but it's not something that necessarily all fans or all countries will want to see as part of this this soccer tournament. And so that is really the question here: is does this become a politicized sporting event? We already think that the president will probably try to attend one of these games, maybe the final or something like that, but clearly a controversial move here.
And Trevor, just finally, any response from the White House yet on this? And if not, how do you think they're likely to approach this?
No, all we've heard from the White House is just the president's comments that this was a good move to let this game go on with all of the players that the U.S. intends to field. And given that decision, I don't think we'll hear a whole lot more from the White House unless they don't like decisions that are made going forward.
Okay. Trevor Hancock, White House correspondent with Reuters, thanks for your time tonight.
Without Purdue Global, I wouldn't be where I am today. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a button, it records and creates organized notes based on your conversations. I use it at work, at the doctor's, and when I'm out and about. I could use an app, but this, it's effortless. Pocket does things no other app can do. Inside, it has a contact mic. So when I snap it to the back of my phone, it can listen to both sides of the call. No speakerphone needed. Because no one wants to be that person.
Now let's see.
This is my...
Okay, this is pretty much new with the new news. What's going on with the World Cup? Let's actually watch one video about Pooh Shiesty. I know you all probably heard about Pooh Shiesty. We're just going to take a quick turn to see what's going on with him. Because this man really lives up to his name as Pooh Shiesty. I know you probably heard about the new photos that came out with Pooh Shiesty and them holding up Gucci Mane. Got Gucci Mane looking like a freaking yellow lemonade man.
Prosecutors revealed they now have videos showing part of an alleged robbery at a Dallas recording studio that resulted in 9 people federally charged.
Court filing says the video shows...
Just look at this shit, bro. Look at this nigga right here. He looking like he part of freaking SEAL Team 6. Like, he looking like a goddamn African warlord, honestly, by the look of him. And Pooh Shiesty looked like he gained probably 20 pounds, 20 to 40 pounds. Like he been eating good since he been back home. Already was complaining about the prison food. Not to mention, you want to videotape this. You gonna let Big 30 big ass go and freaking videotape everything. And you have this freaking gun right here. You see right here, this gun right here. What a dumbass. I hope they keep this nigga locked up for at least 20-25 years.
Rapper Pooh Shiesty demanding Gucci Mane release him from his recording contract while an armed man blocks the door. Shiesty is facing kidnapping and extortion charges. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more from the latest filings. Peyton.
Yeah, Stephen Heather, now this newly obtained federal document was filed by prosecutors in response to a motion made by Pooh Shiesty filed last month proposing home confinement, arguing that the evidence against him didn't warrant keeping him in custody until trial. However, prosecutors say the strength of the government's case has actually increased obtaining this release contract and also obtaining this video. Take a look. In newly filed documents, rapper Pooh Shiesty, real name Lontrell Williams Jr., is pictured here on the right with the big diamond chain and black ski mask on his head. Pooh Shiesty, allegedly unhappy with his record contract, asked Gucci Mane, real name Roderick Davis, labeled with the initials RD here, to release him from his contract. When they met up in Dallas, January of 2026, prosecutors say Gucci Mane initially refused to sign the release.
That's Gucci right there, man. And that yellow lemonade track fit.
They say Pooh Shiesty then, quote, produced an AK-style pistol described by victims as a choppa, pointed it at RD's head, and repeated his demand that RD sign the release of the contract. Court documents include a still image from a video prosecutors say shows Pooh Shiesty's father holding the release paperwork. They also say...
Wait, hold on.
It
I
shows-
forgot Pooh Shiesty daddy was right there. Look at them. They think really that contract was gonna be valid. You can't intimidate people and make them sign papers. His big ass got the papers right there. Even him, look at his face. If you could see it pretty good, like, I'm gonna put this down. Wait, I'm put it right here. Look at his face. Do he look happy? Do he look happy at all? You see right here? Nah, he messed up big time.
Pooh Shiesty's father holding the release paperwork. They also say Gucci Mane was forced to say on video Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017, known as 1017 Records. According to the filing, rapper Big 30 recorded the video while
Big 30, big ass. That nigga, Big 30. I mean, he a loyal friend. I would say that, but like he loyal to the fault. Like I would not have been recording this if my homie did something like this. First, I wouldn't even have any homeboys like that. Like, what are you doing?
While co-defendant DeMarcus Glover, pictured here, blocked the door while holding a firearm. Prosecutors say the group also stole about $450,000 in cash and jewelry. The video
They stole $450,000 in cash and jewelry. Pooh Shiesty was actually on house arrest. Not to mention, he going through this as well. Doing this, not even a year since he been out. He deserves
is
to
a
be locked
major
up.
development in the case. Back in April, Pooh Shiesty's attorney defended his client by pointing out the feds at the time didn't have any video.
They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence.
The filing also includes what prosecutors say is a Signal group chat where Pooh Shiesty used the name Michael Myers to help plan the meeting alongside responses from other co-defendants, saying, I need 6:30 for Saturday, pulling up on WAP plus 2 drivers.
And this nigga actually wrote it in a freaking text. You that stupid? You know the freaking government gonna be able to go into your phone. It doesn't matter if you're trying to destroy it. Just like Big 30 ass try to destroy it. He actually did destroy his phone. The phone was cracked all over the place. They able to get into it, not about destroying the outside. It's about the inside. All that information got up. Now you see this.
Prosecutors say CERTI refers to certified gangsters. In all, Pooh Shiesty and 8 others are charged with kidnapping and extortion. At the time, Pooh Shiesty was on federal home confinement for an unrelated firearms conviction in Florida, where he was also prohibited from using drugs or alcohol. To support that claim, prosecutors included text messages from Pooh Shiesty, here saying he was, quote, high and drunk when asked.
Oh, this nigga Pooh, bruh. Pooh will never learn. High and drunk.
What he was doing. Another text saying, quote, baby, I'm drunk as F. Prosecutors also say they have 5 witnesses and victims who are cooperating this evidence. Pooh Shiesty remains in the Kaufman County Jail. He already pleaded not guilty. His trial is set for February, and he faces life in federal prison. Stephen, Heather, back to you.
All right, Peyton.
Down. I know you all have seeing what we went through before with Flo, the whole reinstatement with the national team. Personally, I'm happy that he's back. It gives the U.S. a better chance. However, on the flip side, if I was an American, I'll be pissed off, honestly. It looked like collusion going on. And not to mention with Pooh Shiesty facing life in prison for the dumbass robbery of Gucci Man. His pappy was there, Big 30 Big Ass was there, and the other homeboy with the AK, I'm gonna call him AK Griffin. Man, honestly, with that situation, I believe Pooh Shiesty gonna get around 30 to 40 years. His rap career is done. He gonna get out probably around 60, 70 years old. If you have a chance, honestly. I just want to first off thank you all for watching this video. I'm going to be back into the groove of things by the end of the year. You all will see me see how much I progress, and you all will be astonished by how fast I'll be able to progress. Thank you so much. You all have a great one.